prestige after, and I'm not just talking about adding prestige levels. It's something different, and I'm going to tell you about that a little bit later in the year. I don't want to give it away, but so there's a secret there on the. So leveling will be very similar to what people know, but it'll also have this extra thing that's coming. Now on top of that, of course, weapons level up. That's how you actually unlock the attachments for them. And then finally, the specialist himself, like this Prophet that we're looking at on the screen in front of us. Prophet has his own sort of level progression, and every specialist does. So you can rank up all 9 of the specialists, and that's sort of getting into their variant head models and their body models. And this is actually really key to us from a strategy point of view and a game design point of view, is we like the really big, meaty, chunky choices. So when you level it up, it's like it'll be meaningfully different, so that you can, when you look at somebody, identify like, oh, that guy's got Prophet, he's been leveling him up, he's very high level, I can't wait to level him up there. So there's a lot of depth in the progression, and we actually, you know, work very hard on the systems design team, works very hard to kind of get that together.
Right. Wow. So how about the movements? Like, what's new? Like, how can I, like, you know, move around? I got the chance to play this more, but I'll just let you kind of, like, you know, take me through it.
Yeah, so, you know, we talk about it in the context of combat and combat movement. So it's actually made up of a lot of things, and I like to talk about it in this way because you can itemize these things, and I'll itemize them, right? So obviously we have the mantle system is very fluid, and you can strafe backwards and sideways and forwards, and it's very fluid, meaning you're not, you know, waiting for the button prompt to lower the gun and take a long time.
I just hit a legend, just happens, which is great.
You just hit and you go, right?
I just focus on, like,
if
the
you're
combat.
If you're pushing forward and you hit, you're going to go, and it's not like a long delay, right? And that's really important to the philosophy that we have, that we've been talking about being guns up and staying in the fight. And the game has unlimited sprint, right? So it's not extreme conditioning. It's not any kind of other movement perk. It just works that way. So those things sort of frame up the conversation, but it truly is just the start of the conversation, because as people have been seeing in the video that we're putting out, on top of those two things, you have the thrust jump. That's that analog system that you see, right? So this is, you know, not something that just you go from 0 to 100 at, right? It's an analog system, and it's limited but governed, right? So that's the thrust jump, and then of course we have the wall run, and then we have the power slide move, and that also uses that same analog system. So we always let you slide, we just don't always let you power slide, and if you don't have the enough juice to do so. And then there's swimming. So all those things together, right, itemized, you know, it's just a list, but it's how they really work together that's important, and why we can just refer to it as combat and combat movement.
Wow, so